Hi, Alex.
Good morning.
Morning.
Time to adjust our cameras. Morning, Irene. Good morning, Alan. Alan Mann.
Yes.
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Okay, about you. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening in California.
Wow. It's morning here. It's an early morning.
What time does the meeting start?
We start in the next, I believe, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought it started at 8 o'clock our time. Okay, so we got time. Okay. I'm gonna step away for a couple minutes then. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yes, good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Irene.
Hello, Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Milo is bad. Milo, I'm probably bad on you. That's right. I'm squealing. I'm gonna squeal. Where's Daddy? I told Milo I'm squealing on him.
What?
I told Milo I'm squealing on him.
Okay, so that meeting again is gonna start for another 10 or 15 minutes. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, Alex. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, Irene, I can hear you.
Alex, morning.
Morning, Brenda.
Yes, I'm waiting to be the co-host. And
Yes.
let me try to download these things from WhatsApp, but it's not easy sometimes.
I can send you an email.
Oh, yes. Do you have my email?
I think so.
Yes, I'm waiting, eh?
Brenda, I've made you co-host.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Susan. Good morning.
Good morning. So Alex, for now,
Yes.
I
Yes.
have put in the two polls. If
yeah.
someone can check and see for the evaluators and the speakers.
Yes.
Like I advised, I will be on the move to work. I'll be
Okay.
driving to work. But if the table topics come on before,
Yeah.
I'll be able to do it. But if not, I don't know how many table topics do you usually have?
About 4, I believe.
So for now, could I be putting in table topics and I just put speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, speaker 4, and then just in case it happens, I can edit the names. Can I do that in the meantime?
I think so. That's perfect.
Can you just check and see if you can see the polls?
Yeah, I see poll 1. And yeah.
You can see them, eh?
Yes.
Kawa. All right.
Great.
Ale.
Oh, Susan. Good morning, Susan.
Yes, please.
Remember, I'm supposed to do a Facebook Live, so when you're ready, you can make, then I do the Facebook Live.
Okay. Let me just, I just want to go to the, okay. I need to add another poll. Now I am stuck here. Let's see.
Take your time.
Alex, good morning. Good morning, Harriet. Good morning, Suzanne.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you all this morning.
To see you too. You're looking great.
Thank you. Everyone is looking bright this morning. I don't know what the secret is.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Harriet.
Hi, Susan.
Hi. Hi, Harriet. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Brenda,
Well, actually,
tweet.
Alex, I can
Yes.
see it here. So should I put live on Facebook? Is that what I should click?
But you don't have the Sunrise Facebook login.
Okay. Let me just try and get this poll, the second poll. I don't.
Brenda.
I need to rename.
Brenda, Twine.
Alex, how do you want us to rename?
I think it's speaker 1, Harriet City.
Okay.
Then maybe KTM.
Good morning, Brenda.
Oh, Anne, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
Brenda,
Okay.
I've sent you a text, if you can check.
A text, eh? On chat, eh?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Have you sent the presentations?
I'm asking for your email.
Oh, sorry.
Alex, is it me who will be sharing our mission statement, or?
If Brenda will do that, then she'll hand over to you.
Okay.
By the way, where is it?
The mission statement.
Yes.
Brenda is on what I'm sending you.
Oh, good. Ah, Alex.
Yes.
Let me not comment when these guys are listening, but I'll send you a text. You're highly organized.
Very
Alex?
organized.
Thank you.
I'm going to, Alex,
Yes.
I'm going to now make you host.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All the polls have been set for the table topics. I've done 1 to 4, and thank you for yesterday. I managed to do adult education. So Harriet, don't worry, for Kampala, we are sorted now. The learning took place.
Oh, great, great, great,
Yeah.
good.
We had an amazing dry run yesterday.
Oh, really? I'm glad.
And I had some very interesting sessions. So at least for some things, I think I'm good.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Alex, is my position fine?
Give me a second. I'm sending an email. I can't see the screen.
Okay, no problem.
Morning, Harriet.
Good morning, Brenda. How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
How are you too?
Exhausted.
Hello, Alan.
It's still morning time.
Hi, Alan. Oh,
Alan was
he's not
Alan
unmuted. Please unmute yourself, Alan. We can't hear you.
How long is your meeting?
Our meeting is 1 hour.
Okay,
About 1 hour and
Perfect.
maybe 20 minutes. Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
evening here, so I don't want to get involved in a late night meeting.
What time is it there now?
Well, it's 8:23 right now, evening.
I know you're good. I think by 9 something you'll be able to
Okay.
leave. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a friend of mine who's a Toastmaster in New York gave me the link to your club.
Oh, fantastic. We are so happy to have you.
Okay, I think my wife may join. I don't know if she's finished with another thing, she might join us too. So
Okay, she's very welcome. Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing to see Toastmasters clubs all over the world.
Wait till I get in for a minute.
True.
And I think I know who this person is.
Hey, hello. Hi, Janet.
Hello, you guys. How are you doing, everyone?
We are very well. How are you?
Good. Hello, Alex. We made it today.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
I'm Janet. You remember? Yeah, remember corresponding with me? Thanks.
Yeah, perfect.
I invited Alan, and is Linda here as well?
I think she's finishing up something, so she may be able to join us.
Okay, thanks. And David is supposed to come.
Yeah.
Wow.
And perhaps someone else. Alex, did you get a hold of Ricardo? He emailed you to find out the time.
Wow, I think I missed that email.
I'll email him now to tell him to get off. I'll kind of see if I can go on to email at the same time and tell him to join the meeting. He might be a few minutes late, though, if you don't mind.
Perfect, perfect.
So we'll see you in a minute, Alan. Just gonna.
Okay.
Hello,
Wow, brilliant.
Sherry. How are you, Sherry? Hi. How are things there today? Hi, Hannah. Hannah, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Are you from Nairobi?
Yes, Nairobi. Baraka, let me rename myself.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, great.
Yes, well done, Anne. And everybody that has joined. I see Hannah. Thank you for joining us. Our own Faith Amaro. Martha Navada, you're welcome.
So we are
Morning,
live.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so we are left with about 3 minutes to start. Is Sanos?
Yeah, she's called Sherry.
Oh, Sherry. Okay. Is that how they pronounce? Okay. And then Techno W1, could you probably rename yourself?
Alex, is this a 1-hour meeting then?
Yes, Janet. It's going to be
Okay,
our
thank you. Just to verify, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome, Janet. Rose, you're very welcome. Techno, would love to know more about you. Can I kindly rename your gadget?
Pardon me?
Kindly rename your gadget.
Oh, do you want me to put my my last name as well, is what you're saying, or?
Yes, your name and the club you're from.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Welcome.
Hello, Ricardo. How are you?
Bad. No bad. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Brenda, you got the slides?
Yeah, thank you. I got them.
Right.
Oh, yeah. All
You
the
could
roles.
share them.
Yeah, let
You
me
could
share.
That actually, your session begins now, so you can share them.
Perfect. Alex, what do you prefer, the PDF or PowerPoint?
I think PowerPoint is perfect when you do the slide share.
Okay. Just give me a moment.
So this is the third club in Africa I've been to. I've been to a club in Cape Town, South Africa. I've been to one in Zimbabwe. And so this is number 3 on the continent.
Wow.
Is it cold? You're in winter, right?
We don't have winter here.
Yeah.
It's summer all the way. It's summer all year long here.
Okay, it's exactly 6:30. Yes, let's begin our meeting. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you all for this early morning meeting of Sunrise. And it's our number 29 meeting. So we are growing. I hope you're able to see my screen. Yes. So let me take you through meeting etiquette today. Let's ensure our microphones are muted if you're not speaking. Then rename your gadget by indicating your name. If you have a role today, indicate also your role. And if you're from a club, indicate the club. So there's an example here. My name is Brenda Atwine. I'm the SAA, Sergeant at Arms, Kampala Sunrise. So in short, Kampala Sunrise is KSCM.
Steady.
Faith? Faith, can I help you? Okay. So, yes, and if you're a guest, you're not from any club, you still indicate your name and write guests. Yeah, so there's a guideline for our guests. You start with guests and then your name and your area. If you're from Lugoa, from New Jersey, wherever, just indicate. Then speakers should unmute their audios and videos while not speaking. But of course, there will be a time for interaction. There it's okay, you can unmute your phone and video as well. Then use the chat to post any comment or suggestion. But I would advise that you only chat after the speeches, because during the speeches, it's a little bit distracting to write on the chat. And use the interaction icons without interrupting. Interaction icons, we are looking at raising your hand, upload, thumbs up, they're all available on this platform. Yes, then just to remind ourselves about the club mission and why we're here this morning, it's important that we remind ourselves and be focused why we're here. So our theme this year, as you all know, is magic. Magic stands for mentor, appreciate, give, identity, and care. So let's all recite the club mission in our own way. You don't have to unmute your phone, your microphone. So let me be the one to speak. Our club mission is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth. Yes, that's our mission, especially for our guests. That's why we are here in Toastmasters. We are here to learn, to grow, be empowered, develop our communication and leadership skills. Yes, so thank you once again for joining. I'm sure you're going to have a great time. So let me invite the president to give some opening remarks and we begin. Over to you, Madam President, Toastmaster Anne.
Thank you very much, Brenda, our Sergeant at Arms. And Toastmasters and guests, you're most welcome to our 29th meeting. At Kampala Sunrise, we are early birds, and we are glad that you could join. We are so happy to have all our guests from all over the world. We have people from the USA, we have from Nairobi, from all over the world, wherever you're joining from. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have you. Settle down, buckle up, and just enjoy. You're going to have a great time this morning and this evening from the US. In our club, we usually go through the previous minutes, and right now I would like to invite Catherine and ask everyone else if you do have any changes you'd like to make to our minutes. If we don't have any changes, then we'll take it as adopted and we move on. Are there any changes to our previous minutes? Anyone? Can I have someone to second that we approve?
Seconded.
Okay, this minute is approved as it is. So we'll move on to the next to welcome our very own Alex Agava, the Toastmaster of the day. Alex is going to take us through the program and also tell us the theme of today's meeting. Alex Agava is our Vice President, Public Relations. He is a very resourceful person. We also call him our IT go-to guy. So Alex gets a lot of things done, all our flyers that go out. He is the face behind everything we do, our publicity, all our flyers. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Alex Agava, our Toastmaster of the day. Alex, you're most welcome. Please take it on from there.
Thank you, Anne, and good morning, sunrisers.
Good
morning, sunrisers.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Alex.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Perfect, perfect. That's the energy I was looking for. Welcome to our meeting number 29. The theme of today's meeting is Level Up at Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a place for public speaking. It's a place where leaders are made. It's growth. Toastmasters is all about growth. A famous architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, designed many buildings, homes, and other magnificent structures. Towards the end of his career, a reporter asked him, "Of your many buildings, which one is your favorite?" Without missing a beat, Frank Lloyd Wright answered, "My next one." Frank Lloyd Wright understood the principle of stretching, constantly pressing forward, never being satisfied with simply past success. The world is waiting for your next adventure. Toastmasters, guests, what is the best speech you've ever delivered? Your best speech is your next speech. Toastmasters and guests, you have not yet delivered your best speech. Your best speech is your next one. Today, to take us through this meeting, I have a gallant of supporting casts. I have a winning team today, and I think right now I will announce the team. But before I announce my team, I'll quickly take you through the program of the day. I will share my screen. Do you see my screen?
Yes, Alex.
Perfect. We are right away in the middle of our meeting. We've gotten started and we have two speakers. And after the speakers, we shall have a table topic session. And after the session, we shall have a relation session. And that will be our meeting for the day. Without wasting much more time, allow me to introduce to you our timer. Our timer, Mercy. Mercy, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
Take us away, Mercy. Mercy is a new member. She's the latest. I think she's the latest. She's one of those people that joined towards the end of the last membership session. Mercy. Mercy is doing her timer as a first role. Take us away, Mercy.
Thank you, Alex. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm grateful to be part of Kampala Sunrise. Today, I'm going to be your timer for the day. Basically, my role is to help us manage our time properly. So I'm going to let us know how we're going to do that. average time for our speeches is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. So when we look at the person with the standard speech, that's 7 minutes, and I'll be flashing the Toastmaster cards. Yes, the evaluation speeches are going to take 3 minutes, and the table topic speeches are going to take 2 minutes. I'll be raising a green card when someone is 5 minutes into their speech, a yellow card 6 minutes into your speech, and a red card 7 minutes into your speech. Let me share my screen and just give you an idea of what that will be like. Alex.
Yes, Mercy?
I'm unable to share my screen.
Oh, I need to make you co-hosts.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yes, so another brief, if you're evaluating, you will be given the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2.5 minutes into the speech, and the red card at 3 minutes into the speech. For the table topic, you'll get the green card at 1 minute into the speech, the yellow card at 1.5 minutes into the speech, and the red card 2 minutes into the speech. So let me try to share my screen again. Perfect. Yes, can we all see the screen?
Yes, Mercy.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
Mercy.
So this is what it will be like. The green card will be showing 5 minutes into the standard speech, the yellow card 6 minutes into the standard speech, and the red card 7 minutes into the standard speech. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Well done, Mercy.
Welcome. Over to you, Alex.
Yeah, what's a meeting without our grammarian? What's a meeting without a general evaluator? I'd like to call out our general evaluator, Marvin Lima. Marvin is our quintessential Toastmaster. Marvin Lima, take us away.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. A good morning to you all. As your general evaluator today, I will be looking at the general, how the meeting progresses right from the time before. Were posters published on time? Was the meeting well publicized? And during the meeting, I'll be looking out for the different role takers, how well they're executing their roles and where they might need to improve. And after that, towards the end, see how we close it out and whether it will end on time. That is my role as your general evaluator. Thank you very much, Alex. Back to you.
Thank you, Marvin. And now, our grammarian, Juliet Oyela, are you in the call?
Hi, Alex. Julie is not on the call, but I am the backup grammarian.
Great. Faith, do the honors, please.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests, and a very warm welcome to you again. It is a privilege to be your grammarian and our counter this morning. My role as grammarian is to assist members on this call to maximize the power of good grammar and to enrich their vocabulary in many ways. The first will be to introduce a word of the day and to encourage its correct use throughout the meeting. So drum roll, our word of the day is enigma. I'll repeat that. The word of the day is enigma. This is a noun that means a person or thing that is mysterious or difficult to understand. Some synonyms for the word enigma include mystery and paradox. I'll give you examples. The poise with which some individuals handle themselves during public speech was an enigma to me until I joined Toastmasters. Another, the main character of the story remained an enigma up till the very last chapter. I will also note and commend excellent or powerful language use, as well as suggest correct usage of words or phrases if incorrectly used throughout the meeting. I will provide a grammarian's report at the very end. I will also double as our counter during this meeting, and my role as our counter will be to monitor the use of crutch words or vocalized pauses. Some of these include words like but, or over-repeated words like and, so, you see, and the like. I will note the frequency of use, and I will give a report on how all the speakers fared at the end of the meeting. Enjoy it, and let's level up at Toastmasters. Over to you, Alex.
Thank you, Faith. Enigma, once again, a word of the day. So you cannot meet Faith as among the people who have used the word already. When the word of the day is used as Toastmasters, we clap or in appreciation of the use of the word of the day. Spirit, our last role taker today is Irene Nambasa. Irene Nambasa, blow us away.
Yes. Thank you, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yes, Irene, we can hear you.
Can you hear me, Alex?
Yes, Irene, we can hear you.
Good morning, Toast.
Good morning.
Yes. My role today is the topics master, and my role is quite simple. My role is to invite, and most especially guests of the club, to give them an opportunity to give an impromptu speech of about 1 to 2 minutes. And I'll randomly call out members to give short speeches or impromptu speeches on a few topics that I have laid out. So members, when I call up, please do not run out, rather, do not disappear on me. I'm counting on you. It shouldn't be an end to take us away in this. The intention of this session is to give members an opportunity to practice, to give random speeches whenever an opportunity arises, to practice, to quickly arrange their minds, and rather to arrange thoughts and give impromptu speeches whenever an opportunity presents itself. So members, when I call upon you, please, I'm counting on you. Do not disappear on me when the time comes. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Irene. We are looking forward to the table topics session where members and guests will have an opportunity to speak on the Toastmasters stage. What an honor. So when Irene picks you out, take the chance and explore public speaking. And now, the most important part of the meeting, which is today, we have two gallant speakers. We have a seasoned Toastmaster, Harriet Ositi, speaker number 1. We also have one of the new ones at Kampala Sunrise, Bridget Nawagereka. Harriet is our guest today, our guest Toastmaster, Hannah Muchuki. Hannah Muchuki is a career coach. She's into personal branding. Hannah, are you there? See you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Perfect. So, Hannah, I have a question for you before you introduce Harriet Ositi. Hannah, what level are you in Toastmasters?
I am currently doing my level 4. I am now working on project 2.
Wow, Hannah. Clearly you've leveled up at Toastmasters. Hannah, one last question. What tips do you have? Clearly level 4 is one of the highest levels in a pathway. The second last level, what tips in a minute or a minute do you have for fellow Toastmasters who are maybe struggling at level 1? How have you managed to achieve such a task? Level 4 is where I want to go next.
I think what I would say is intention. You really have to be intentional about giving these speeches and about your personal growth and improving. And so it needs to be your personal responsibility to look out for slots and to of course, work on the recommendations that you have been given. It really goes a long way.
Thank you, Anna. Please go ahead and introduce our first speaker of the day, Harriet Ositi.
Thank you. Harriet said to me that she's working on developing the ability to have good structured speeches. I am looking forward to listening to her speech. This morning, Harriet will be attempting her project 1 in level 1 of the path of effective coaching, evaluation, and feedback. The title of the speech is Credibility, Yes or No. The length of her speech is 5 to 7 minutes. She is required to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of the speech is for Harriet to deliver a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style that she chooses. Ladies and gentlemen, credibility, yes or no? Harriet, credibility, yes or no?
On the 23rd of April, 2019, the first 2 Ugandan airlines arrived. It was splashed all over the news. Our main newspaper, the New Vision, had this headline, "It's a new era for Uganda." Our president, Yoweri Museveni, accompanied by the First Lady and many ministers and MPs, gathered at Entebbe Airport to the tune of dancing and singing and ululations and flag flying, for indeed it was a new era for Uganda. You see, we hadn't had a new airline our own airline in 18 years. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it was a sight to behold. You see, the Uganda Airlines had become an enigma in the atmosphere in Uganda. At that time, with all the ululation, with all the excitement, there were 2 camps that looked at this from a different perspective. I'll call one camp, Camp E. Camp E felt our shame was over. It was time for us to rise up as the Pearl of Africa and grace the skies with our flag that had the Uganda crane on it. They felt that surely the 2 trillion Uganda shillings we had been losing would now be embraced by our economy. On the other hand, there was another camp that I'll call Camp R. In fact, when Camp R expressed themselves and wrote out their complaint in the newspaper, I learned a new word, boondoggle. Boondoggle means that people use taxpayers' money wastefully and for their own selfish gain. You see, this camp felt that Uganda was wasting a lot of money because their neighbors, Kenya and Rwanda, were struggling to get their own planes to be economically viable. They felt that the Ugandans who had seen these 2 planes come into our country were looking at it for political gain. Now I, listening to these 2 camps, realized that there was an issue here. The issue was credibility. Credibility. Kuzes and Posner, in their book, Credibility, How Leaders Gain It and Others Lose It, and Why People Demand It, have this to say about their 30-year research about credibility. They say credibility is the foundation of leadership. At Toastmasters, we come to develop our leadership and public speaking skills, and therefore credibility as a value is very important to us. People need to believe in the leaders that they are following. You see, credibility for Camp E was actually being gained by Uganda. They felt with the experience they had, the bad mistakes they had made, they were now credible enough to run these two airlines. On the other hand, Camp R felt, no, with the mistakes that they had made, they were not credible to run these two planes. Now, some of you may point fingers at the people responsible, but I have my own story. As Executive Director for the Institute for National Transformation, I am supposed to mark the assignments that come from the participants when they've given out the deadline. And I promise to give them back an assessment in exactly 2 weeks. The last class, I found it so difficult because of the COVID-19 and all these things happening to meet my promise. My credibility began to go down. And I lost trust, or the students lost trust in me as their leader. You see, I have discovered failing in life is a given. The key issue is response is a choice. The same authors, Causes and Posner, in their books say, when you do fail, there are 6 ways in which you can gain your credibility. 1, accept your mistake. 2, admit you made a mistake. 3, apologize. 4, act upon that apology. Make amends to the people you have not given your credibility. And then be present. Be present. Have you lost credibility where you're working? Have you got to a point where you feel your followers no longer trust you? Have you come to Toastmasters to learn how you can be credible? I'd like to let you know, Toastmasters and friends, it is possible to gain back your credibility if you do the 6 things that Costner and Posner recommend: admit, accept, act, attend, be present, and your followers will begin to gain trust in you. Today, I can say I am more credible before the participants of the present class because of late, I have been able to come up with a structure that helps me to deliver on time. You see, I have discovered leadership is a journey, not a destination. And on that journey, there'll be different challenges that come up. And you make a choice. I make a choice how I respond to them. I have chosen to accept that I will fail at certain times, but I have chosen to respond by following the 6 steps that Causes and Posner have laid out. So my question to you is, when your followers are given a box to tick about whether you're credible or not, will they tick yes or will they tick no? And it really, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is whatever they will tick, if it is a yes, applaud yourself, rise up and strengthen your credibility. If they tick no, it is time to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and work through gaining the trust of your followers. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, credibility, yes or no, is determined by the choices you make on your leadership journey. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Wow, Harriet, what a speech on credibility. Credibility is still the biggest enigma in today's news domain. It's hard to verify what's coming out in the news on social media. So Harriet, your speech is quite timely, especially in these times of, campaigns, elections, and the pandemic. Moving on to our next speech. Introduce our next speaker is Derek. Derek Ayong
I'm here. Morning.
Eric, I have one question for you.
Okay, please.
I saw you finish your level 1. Congratulations.
Thank you.
After level 1, you disappeared for a while. Good to see you back. So Derek, finishing level 1 is one of the biggest enigmas at Toastmasters. Most Toastmasters members finish level 1, at least in their first 6 months. I believe about 5 speeches. So Derek, how are you able to finish level 1?
Thank you very much, Alex. Apologies for getting lost after finishing level 1, but I'm well and I'm doing well, and I will be coming back in style. Yeah. The reality is the Toastmasters is home, and I'm one of those people who have realized the value for Toastmasters in the shortest possible time when I joined. So there's a push for us to continue to give more speeches. Every speech you give, you get the feedback and apply it, and you see things working in our daily lives, in our work, in our places of work, and as we influence and lead other people. So it's a question of results that we see that push us to go to the next level.
That's a nice one. Derek has a goal. So Toastmasters, you've had it. Set yourself some goals and you will achieve. You will level up. Derek, please introduce our next speaker.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Toastmasters, our guests, and a special welcome to our international guests. I can see we have a number. Our next speaker is Bridget Nabagereka. Bridget Nabagereka will be giving her second speech after the icebreaker. Bridget, the purpose of your speech is to present a speech of any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to the second speech. The purpose of your speech is to demonstrate that you have applied the feedback that you received from your icebreaker. We will expect to look at other qualities of a good Toastmaster, like clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, audience awareness, comfort levels, and interest. So feel at ease, enjoy the flow, it will be yours, enjoy the morning, feel free and enjoy the space, it's your space to shine. So Bridget Nabagereka, the unthinkable happened. The unthinkable happened, Bridget Nabagereka.
Thank you, Alex. Has it sunk in our minds that life as we know it may never be the same again? I am sure we've heard the word normal being thrown all over the place these days. How many of us can 100% say they have caught on with the new normal? Socrates, the philosopher, said, the secret to change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Human beings know are resistant to change, and yet change truly is the only constant. We ushered in the new year with so much pomp and promise, and then the unthinkable happened. We were washing our lives. Schools closed and homeschooling became the new. Parents had 2 hearts of being a caretaker and a teacher. Churches came to us through our lives. They came and passed with us the usual excitement. We were spending indoors than outdoors, and so many other changes we had never imagined were right before us. Lockdown happened as I embarked on my Toastmasters journey. I am or was those people who believed I learned and sustained my attention span better through face-to-face interactions that allow for human connection. So when lockdown, online meetings quickly became the normal. I had internal debates on whether I should jump on board with the virtual world or choose to wait out lockdown in the belief that we would go back to the physical meetings. In fact, I remember that time I was prepared for my icebreaker, being that I had just previously joined Kampala Sunrise Toastmaster. And I remember pushing it to a date that would allow me to deliver my speech before a room full of people in a physical presence. But before I knew it, it was 14 days of lockdown, and then 21 days of lockdown, and then 45 days of lockdown. So I realized these changes were here with us, and I had to embrace and take them on. Clearly, the tiny virus, whose evolution at the time was an enigma, was here to stay and rewrite our lives overnight. I accepted to have my icebreaker, and now here I am giving my second speech on the platform I wasn't adaptive to begin with. I am sure many of us have had to rewrite so many rules during this to cope with the new normal. So, dear friends, as I conclude, I will ask, how adaptable are you to change, whether good or bad in your life? And are you ready the next time life surprises you? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Bridget. Are we ready? What a call to action. Madam SAA, the poll will take a minute or half a minute to vote a better speaker between Bridget and Harriet. Brenda, we're ready for the poll. As you vote the better speaker, what is a level at Toastmasters? Toastmasters is all about leveling up. Our guests, you might wonder, what are these levels they're talking about? Toastmasters has pathways. A pathway is a path with about 300 unique competencies with more than 60 projects. There are 11 specialized learning paths at Toastmasters. Number 1, dynamic leadership. Number 2, effective coaching. We have engaging humor. We have innovative planning. That's my path. I'm doing innovative planning. I know Bridget is doing. Bridget, what's your path, if I may ask you? Bridget, are you there? I believe it's persuasive influence. I remember. Harriet is doing. Harriet, are you online? Harriet gets online. There are several paths at Toastmasters, and each path has its unique own focus. Now, each path, say if you're Bridget and you're doing persuasive influence, you will have 5 levels to finish that path. Level 1 is your first level of any path, and it's called Mastering Fundamentals. That level has 3 projects. So there are several levels, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. So you're going to find out much more about these levels when you become a Toastmaster. I believe the poll is done, and we shall quickly go to our next and very exciting part of the meeting, the table topics. The table topics is going to be handled by the one and only Irene Nambasa. Irene Nambasa, over to you.
Hi, Alex. I'm not getting you. I don't know if you can
All right.
hear me.
We can hear you, Irene. Take it up with the table topics.
All right. Thank you, Alex. So yes, members, we've come to a very exciting, to yet another exciting session of the meeting. And these are the table topics. I'll be inviting members, also guests, to come out here and give us impromptu speeches on a few topics. So I'll invite a member of the club to show the guests what it is like to give an impromptu speech in Toastmasters. And I'll read out a topic first, or a question first, and then you'll give us a speech about that topic. So I'll read out the question or the topic. And my first topic is my eyes on the prize. I'll invite a Toastmaster, a Sunriser, to give us a speech on this particular topic. Agnes Katshave, are you there?
Yes, Irene, I'm right here.
All right, Agnes, my eyes on the prize. Agnes Katshave.
It was about 5 or so days ago that we were invited to this training. This training was for leaders in Toastmasters from every club around Uganda and generally the district. That included some friends from Ethiopia, from Kenya, other parts of the world. To get to this journey, I had been putting it off for a while, thinking, I don't think I have the time to take on a leadership role in my club. With all this, so many things that I have around me, how will I get to doing this? Will I do it justice? Should I take it on? Should I leave it? I was at crossroads until I was cajoled, I was encouraged by one of the seasoned Toastmasters who had invited me and said, you know what? Whether you take on a role or not, you will be playing this leadership role anyway, even when you're officially not one. So why not make it official and be a leader? This made sense. Because for some reason, like what Irene has done right now, if you sit back, you will be called on to do something. And so I decided it's high time I did this. And so I am looking, my eyes are on the prize of what we will see happen when, together with other leaders, we will make magic, not only here at Sunrise, but also in other clubs around the country and around the world. Over to you for topics, Master.
That was amazing, Agnes. Yes, we will make magic together with other clubs. So without further ado, I'll invite another member to take on the next question. And my pick this time is a guest. And I'll read out the topic first, or the question first. The next person will take us through I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. The guest that is taking this on is Sherry Sano from the USA. Sherry Sano, are you there?
Thank you, Irene. I am here. And the topic of I learned it the hard way is a good topic. But I'm not sure that I know what to say about it. There's instant, talking on my feet, I can't come up with a example of when I learned things the hard way. But I'm sure that it had much to do with being stubborn and not wanting to listen to others, and probably embracing the old rather than being open to the new. Those would be some reasons why I would be learning things the hard way. But that's all I can come up with on the fly here. Thank you so much for including me. Back to you, Irene.
All right, Sherry, that was amazing. Yes, you managed to come up with a few how you learned the hard way. Being stubborn is definitely something that can teach you to learn the hard way. Thank you, Sherry. If you could go back in time, what would 2020 be like? If you could go back in time, what would 2020 be like? And I'll invite Grace Shisa. Yes? Grace Shisa. Grace, are you there? Grace, are you there to take us on? All right, Grace is not responding, so we'll move on to Ivan. Ivan, our guest from Kabale. Ivan, are you there? All right, Ivan is not responding, so we'll move on to Martha Nabada. Martha? Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, Irene, we can hear you.
Okay, Martha, are you there? Or Martha is not responding, so we'll move the topic to Esther Burnett Walusimbi. Esther Burnett.
I could level up. Irene.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Kristen. Yes, you can take on the question.
And
if you
say that I am imagining 2020, looking back in time. And at this point, I am already grandma. And I'm looking at my little Joshua and my little Nisi. And they're saying, Grandma, what was 2020 like? And this is what I'd have to tell Nisi and Joshua. You know what? I was excited at the beginning of 2020. There were so many promises for that year. And wow, we started 2020 with a bang. We couldn't believe and we couldn't imagine a better year than 2020. And my little darlings, just 4 months into the journey, everything spiraled downhill. What looked and promised to be an enigma of a year turned out to be a worst nightmare. But you can imagine that behind every dark cloud is a silver lining. That's the year I connected to Toastmasters indeed being a global family. Look, we have Alan Mann from USA right now. Who could believe that? Welcome, Sherry, giving your speech on stubbornness. Nisi, that's the time I realized that Grandma had tapped into a network that was global. And I'd say to you, my little darlings, that when life hits you, look out for the silver lining behind that dark cloud. Back to you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Sunshine, for the amazing story for Joshua and Nisi, and showing them that at the end of the day, there is always an opportunity in every adversity. So I hope I have some more time, timer. Mercy, do I have some more time to invite another speaker?
Irene, we're out of time for that session.
Okay, okay. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Irene. What a session we had. We had 3 daring speakers. We are going to vote. We had Agnes Kapshabe, speaker 1, and Sherry, speaker 2, and Christine, speaker 3. Brenda, the polls are ready.
Alex, I'm having a technical challenge. You give me some more minutes as we go on.
All right, Brenda. All right. Brenda, I think the poll is launched now. Poll for table topics is launched. Can members see it? Yeah. So we just have a minute for voting and then we proceed. As we vote, I would like to welcome our general evaluator, the quintessential Marvin. Marvin, take us through the next session as you invite the evaluators and then consequently the road takers deliver their reports. Marvin, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. You've leveled up the meeting up to this point. I'm looking for an opportunity to use the word of the day, but I can't say I found anything enigmatic at this point.
Good luck.
I will be calling on the evaluators for our speeches. And as it is commonly said in Toastmasters, feedback is the breakfast of champions. We all need someone to tell us where we're doing well and where we have our blind spots. And as such, live each day becoming better and better, which goes in line with the theme of the day. Let's level up. I'll start by inviting the evaluator for our first speaker. Anna Mukchuki is evaluating Harriet City, who gave us a speech credibility, yes or no. Anna Mukchuki, over to you.
Wow, wow. Credibility, yes or no? Harriet, that was an amazing speech. A great way to start my Thursday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we can all agree that Harriet got us hooked to her speech when she started with a story and with so much confidence. And we could also see how passionate and enthusiastic she was about her speech. It is also evident that she was prepared and that she was enjoying herself. I would wish to point out specific things about her speech that I thought were exceptional. Number 1, Harriet, your body language. That's a great tool in any speech. It gives the audience the notion that you know what you're talking about and that we can trust you with the information that you're giving us. For example, when you used your hands to suggest you pointed to yourself. And when you were stressing your points, we could see how you moved your hands. That was amazing. Number 2, use of story. Storytelling is a great tool in a speech. It gives the audience relevance and it provides mental visuals and it becomes very engaging. For example, the story about the airlines and the president, I mean, it got us imagining and it brought us close to you as a speaker. Number 3, your use of quotes was great, quotes and sayings, because this shows research. It shows that there is credibility in what you're talking about. So for example, when you said failing in life is a given, and also when you said leadership is a journey, not a destination, that's fantastic. We could tell that you know the subject. Number 4, your use of questions was so good. Rhetorical questions. It gives the audience time to think about their lives and about the topic that you're giving. When you said, have you lost your credibility? That was amazing. But of course, at Toastmasters, we are always looking to improve. And therefore, allow me to point out a few things that I. Number 1, the pauses. Pauses give your audience time to reflect on your words. And so when you said, have you lost your credibility? I would have wanted to see you pausing a little bit so that we can pause and we can also reflect. Also, number 2, your stage presence. I felt like you stuck so much on one spot, and I would have wanted to see you probably stand further from the screen so that we can see you moving a little bit more. That was awesome though. This do not, however, take out anything from your speech, because I think it was a great, great speech. So congratulations, and I do think that you should move on to your next project. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Sorry about that. I'm getting a little used to the word over to you. It's like a signaling term. I will invite the evaluator for our second speaker. And Derek Natumanya is evaluating our second speaker, Bridget Nabagereka. Derek Natumanya, over to you.
Thank you, Marvin. Bridget, that was excellent. For a second speech, I must commend you for the good job, well done. So congratulations on your delivery. I appreciated and personally enjoyed your speech. Number 1, the structure of your speech was excellent. The unthinkable happened. When you gave us the title, we all got excited and we had that enigma, expecting to see what would come up. And you just did justice to it when you brought it and you just connected it to how lockdown all started. And you are not alone. Most of us, it wasn't easy connecting to the virtual space. And there are some that are still sleeping in that space. And so if there's any guest possibly that was here and listened to your speech, it was a very big lesson, or a Toastmaster that has failed to join the virtual space. So thank you for connecting a story that we all understand and appreciate. So your structure was excellent for a second speech. Your clarity of the words and your speech came on very, very well. Excellent job, Bridget. Your eye contact was on point. Of course, now we can only gauge it by how you connect, how you try to connect to the camera and all, but it came out well. And then your confidence, you are very, very, very confident. I must commend you for that. You spoke with confidence. Your words came out clearly, and that is an excellent thing for any speech. So for someone at your level, this was an excellent delivery. I have a few points of improvement for you, and the main one would be the ease with which you moved around. I felt like you kept taking one pause. You are walking around as you delivered your speech all the time, which is not the only way. Possibly you could have used your body language. So you could have applied some more ways of delivering and using the body language to appeal to the listeners. I think majorly that's it from me. So congratulations, Bridget. It was an excellent delivery, and we look forward to you incorporating these comments in your next speech as you continue to level up to the next level. Good luck.
All right. Thank you very much, Derek. I will now call on the other role takers who will facilitate and ensure that this meeting runs smoothly. I will start with our timer of the morning. Mercy Nakamia, or Mercy Kamia, over to you.
Thank you very much. Well, we have tried to use our time properly. We had a few delays in the general introduction, but this is a report of how we used our time. The first speaker used 5 minutes and 30 seconds. The second speaker used 3 minutes and 19 seconds. When we reach the table topics, I've been showing us the first speaker used 2 minutes and 15 seconds. The second speaker used 2 minutes. Yes. The evaluators, the first evaluator used 3 minutes and 1 second, and the second evaluator used 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mercy, for that timer's report. I will move on to our grammarian and accounter of the morning, Faith Amaro. Over to you, Faith.
Thank you, Marvin, and congratulations to everyone for an extraordinary meeting. I personally enjoyed it. Great job. The word of the day was used a total of 10 times in this meeting. A round of applause to each and everyone who used it correctly. Our word of the day was enigma. That means a person or thing that is mysterious or difficult to understand. Dr. Christine used the adjective enigmatic, and that was used correctly. I congratulate our Toastmaster of the day, Irene, Harriet, Bridget, Derek, for using the word of the day correctly. There was excellent use of the English language throughout the speech. I took note of phrases such as to the tune of dancing and singing. It was a sight to behold. Grace the skies with our flag. We have had to rewrite many rules. Are you ready the next time life surprises you? And quotes from our first speaker, failure in life is a given, response is a choice. Leadership is a journey, not a destination. Excellent use and excellent takeaways for each and every one of us. Speaker 1, I did not note any pause fillers. Speaker 2, there was just one that I took note of. Evaluator 1, there was one pause filler I took note of. Evaluator 2, for the good job well done, I thought you could have said for the job well done. Our toss.
Faith, we've lost you.
I think we've lost Faith there, but we'll get a we'll get a detailed evaluation after the meeting. That's a written report. I will now move on to giving my report of how the meeting went. I will start with the pre-meeting events. For example, the guest mobilization, the poster design. I noticed that the poster was well designed, and I noticed that the mobilization was actually quite good. Why I say this is because I can see the result. We've had a diverse audience this morning. We've had guests coming from California. I also saw a guest from Australia. I've seen someone from District 119, I think that's New York, which says that there's been a lot of mobilization actually happening in the background up to this very point in time. Right at the start of the meeting, the guests were actually welcomed. At the time I got on at about 6:21, which was 1 minute after the proposed start of the meeting, but I found guests were being welcomed by the president. Thank you very much for that, Anne. I would also like to thank the Toastmaster of the day for how they actually started off the meeting. Toastmaster of the day started off the meeting with a quote from Frank Lloyd, which was a very strong introduction. If I may repeat it, he was asked a question about his best project, and he said it would be the next one. That was very much in line with the theme of the day, which is level up. I also love the fact that the president, while introducing members, and also the Toastmaster while introducing the different role takers, was giving credit. That's in line with the magic. The A in magic is appreciation. In fact, I once read in a Toastmasters magazine that Toastmaster is an oasis of positivity in a world which is seemingly full of negativity. So thank you for giving up a positive vibe that will attract more and more people to your meetings. In regard to the speeches, particularly Harriet's speech, given that we had a diverse audience, her speech was quite timely and relevant because it talked of Uganda, talked of the power of Africa, talked of the Pearl of Africa, and that helped to put our nation into context for people who may not necessarily be familiar with it. I'll go over to our table topics session, which was well conducted. Thank you very much, Irene. Where I felt we could have done better is where members are not present, or where you call on people and they're not present. Table topics can be run two ways. You can ask people and select randomly, or you can ask for volunteers, where there's a feature on Zoom where you can ask people to raise their hands and take this on. And I'd like to commend Sunshine for taking on the table topic when members were being called on and none seemed to be present at the time. In line with the grammarian, I also like the fact that we had a backup role taker. It made it look so seamless. According to the program, there's Juliet Oyela, but Faith Amaru has done a very, very stellar job. I like that she introduced synonyms of the word enigma. She used paradox, which meant that depending on the context and someone's comfort, they had the variety to choose from of those words that could be used. What could be done better? The word of the day could also be typed up in the chat for some people who may need to make reference to it after the introduction of a word of the day. I also like the preparation that went into the meeting. At the start of it, we had some slides, and you can see where someone has put in the effort in terms of reading the club mission, reading the previous meeting minutes, and the preparation of those slides. It showed that there was time that was really put in. What we could do better is with our timing. The meeting was actually supposed to end 19 minutes ago, and if we had to take more time, we actually need to request our guests that we would take longer and request them for more time. Other than that, I think it's been a very, very good meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, thank you, Marvin. Excellent job, well done. Clearly, we are running out of time, and I'll close my session with a quote again. Frank Lloyd Wright. When asked what was his best project, his answer was his next one. So Toastmasters and guests, what is your next project? And when are you going to deliver your next project, your next speech? Over to you, Madam President. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex, our Toastmaster of the day. And you have done a great job, Alex. Thank you so much. Apologies, my video can't come on because power, we just had a blackout here. So bear with me this morning, but I'm extremely happy that our meeting went on well. I would like to thank our guests who came all the way from the US. We had Alan, Janet, Linda, Sherry, Ricardo, Rose, and Ivan, including Hannah from Nairobi, and those visiting us from all over the world and other clubs here in Uganda. We thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all the role takers. You have done a fantastic job and we have tremendously enjoyed this morning. I would like to also invite you to our next meeting, which will be on Saturday, August 22nd. This will be a 2 hours meeting from 8 to 10 a.m. Please join us. We are always happy to have you. And we promise you, you will have a good time. Now, in Toastmasters, we always appreciate the better speakers, the best speakers. So this morning, we had the better speaker was, drum rolls. The better speaker was Harriet Ositi. Well done, Harriet. Congratulations. Then the better table topics was Agnes Katshabe. Agnes, well done. We had the better evaluator this morning was all the way from Nairobi. Hannah, please clap for Hannah. Right. And that will mark the end of our meeting this morning. I would just like to thank Alex for this topic, Level Up. It was amazing. And I hope we can all level up, because sometimes we really have to level up our friends. You level up your work ethics, level up your consistency, level up your dreams, and in general, level up your life. What are you doing with your life? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, thank you, and I wish you a great day. Don't forget to join us this month on the 22nd for our next meeting. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, guests. Lovely. Thank you, Janet, for making it. Janet, are you still here?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alex, for inviting us. We really enjoyed the meeting. Thank you, everyone.
We want to come and visit your club also. You don't share your contacts, your club details?
You know what? I'm not like that tech savvy like my friends here, so I'd have to send it to you in the body of an email. It's in my email
Sure.
type thing. So I'll do that. And I'm thinking, yeah, it might be an early morning meeting for you. I'll have to work out the time change for you, but we'd love
No
to
worries.
have it. Okay,
No
thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Rose, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Great.
Great speakers.
Yes, thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Alan.
Thank you very much for having all of us today.
Yeah, thank you too.
Anna, when is your club meeting? Anna, when is the next club meeting?
Our next club meeting, I think, is on the Tuesday, the 18th. Let me see. Yes, Tuesday 18th is our next club meeting. You're very welcome, Alex and everybody else. Welcome to Nairobi.
Which club is this?
I'll send you details, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I put an advanced Toastmaster Club in California in the chat. We have a keynote speaker from Belgium coming this Saturday.
Thank you, Linda. We shall be there.
I don't know the time difference, so sorry.
Well, it's actually not too bad. It's maybe a little early for them because it starts at 7 o'clock our time. So it's maybe it starts about an hour or so before you start, you open up the Zoom on this meeting. That's not too early.
Yeah, that's right. It would be about 5 in the morning.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's
not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah,
That's pretty reasonable. Yeah. You could totally do that. 10-hour time difference? Yeah.
It'll be worth it to hear the keynote.
Thank you, Linda. We shall endeavor to wake up early and be there.
Alan's the president.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sunrise after all.
True. Brenda, we're done with your...
We're just ending our day. You're starting your day.
I'm going to sleep at 1 a.m. here. So I will give Alex my contact info I belong to several clubs, but one that might be at a reasonable time. And because I don't have a operable phone on me or any way to put it into your chat box there, like my sophisticated friends. So I'll do it the old fashioned way. So Alex, I'll send that to you tomorrow then.
Thank you, Janet. I'll pass on the information to the club members.
Pardon me, and you can pass it on, yes, to the club members.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Are you on WhatsApp?
Me, no, not yet. I'll have
Alex, this club.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
If you can give me your phone number, I can send you our flyer.
Oh, for me, you mean?
No,
Sure.
For
Alex.
the club. I know you're not techie, so I won't ask you, Janet.
Janet, don't feel guilty. I'm not very techie myself.
You're not okay.
Alex.
Oh, ask my wife. I defer certain things to the wife, color, wardrobe choices, and tech decisions.
No, Alex, I was talking to you. If you're techie, if you have WhatsApp, if you send me your
Yes,
phone
Linda.
number. Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
Linda. My number is right here in the chat right now.
Yeah, let me write it down.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'll see you later.
I got something to
Thanks,
do before I
Alan
go to
and
bed.
Linda and David for coming and
Yeah,
joining.
thank you for the invite, Janet.
And
And
everyone.
it's nice meeting you, Alex.
Yeah, hey, Janet, Simi Valley Toastmasters tomorrow.
Okay, well, you keep in touch and we'll sort something out. And we'd love to have you at your meetings, everyone in the club, and we'll talk to you soon.
Get ready for table topics, Alan.
Hey, I'm Toastmaster. Aren't I excused?
Oh no, not for desserts in the desert. No way.
You're never gonna let me live that down, are you?
I probably will get it out of my system, but it's too early. It hasn't even been a week. Let me have some
fun. It's not the first time they gave me a hard time about a table topic question.
Oh God, it was really funny. One of the members was asking a bunch of questions related to food and drink, and she meant to ask Alan, what is your favorite dessert? But she pronounced it as desert. So Alan took it literally and thought he was being asked what his favorite desert was, which would be incredibly random. But he came up with a very creative answer. But we all had a little bit of a laugh because I think most of us realized it was supposed to be dessert, but it did make for quite a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Agnes. Agnes, are you there?
Yes, Alex.
We're done with the table topics.
Thank you. Well
Well
done.
Very well done. Very well done.
Good questions.
Yes.
Well done to us.
Our guest chickened out on the table topics. It's becoming a problem with online meetings.
My favorite part of the meeting.
Yeah, I think one of the things we can do is encourage them back end, and if you know them, if you invited them, just encourage them that it's okay, it's a safe place. Maybe we need to emphasize the club mission. It's a safe place, so it takes some encouragement. Yeah,
I guess, yeah, we need to.
I think if they
Good night,
visited
all.
a
I
few
gotta keep
times,
going. Good night, all.
good night, Alan.
Yeah,
They'll figure it
same.
out. But no worries.
Have a good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, I guess need to be maybe forewarned that it's a safe space. But yeah, today went well though. Today went better than the last time. The last Saturday meeting, the table topics.
I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it because that's how we grow, and that's a process. It's a process. So if it goes well, it's good. If it doesn't go well, we are learning. And so all is well, all is good. So great job, Irene. You kept going, and that's what matters. Just as the role taker, remain confident whichever way it goes, because we are here to grow. And even when it doesn't go well, then you're learning. You're learning tips, you're learning the feedback. It brings out the feedback. So we level up. So no worries, everything is good. Well done. So proud of you. Have a great day. Brilliant show.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
I also think it's important that we emphasize the importance of the table topic session. Yeah, I think I should have mentioned it before anything else. I should have mentioned that the importance or the intention of the table topic session is to actually train members, or to help members practice to give impromptu speeches at any time they're asked to do so. I think anyone that takes on this role anytime should always emphasize that, so members do not shun from giving the table topics.
True, Irene. But you did great. It was amazing all the same.
Thank
you. Alex, great job with the Toastmaster of the Day role. Really
Thank you.
publicized today, because this turnout, oh my God. I think we last got this during the real lockdown, when there was total lockdown world over. And we had not got over 40 since then. This was amazing. Well done, Alex. You need to keep doing this for every meeting of ours. As we also publicize, you also do, because clearly you have a great network.
Yeah,
Happy to see people like Derek. You even brought them back. I even saw Patrick Turinawe here. Wow.
Derek has come to level up.
Yeah, really, we are leveling up today.
Thank you guys for this great. I
All
really
right.
enjoyed.
I have to get going. I have to go to office. You have a good day, everyone. Thanks
Alex,
for
I have a question for
making
you.
it amazing.
Thank you.
Alex, I have a question for you.
Yes, Linda.
Your phone number is 256-781-572-338.
Yes.
I added you to my phone, and I'm trying to find you on the WhatsApp, but how do I actually what's the easy way to locate you in WhatsApp? I'm still trying to learn.
I think it's a plus 256. There's a plus before 25.
Oh, maybe that's what I needed to do. Okay, let me try that again.
Okay, good day, everyone.
So Linda, I also have my email. I've texted my email in the Gmail, in the chat. You could try my email also.
Okay, let me save that. I gotta get this good though. I have to get this. I'm not used to the phone numbers. Okay, I copied it. If this doesn't work, I'll send you an email so you can forward it to everybody.
Great.
Thank you. Have a good night. Good meeting.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, we have to go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you, Juliet and Mercy.